Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Wilson and Max video. Not to start this video on like a rougher start, but this movie that I'm going to review today should have been bad. There's so many ways it could have been bad, and it wasn't. And I was so shocked, especially because I grew up on the TV show that this movie is based on. And it was actually good. And I was like surprised. Like I was flabbergasted. Like I was like, what is going on right now? Because like it shouldn't be good. So basically today I'll be reviewing the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie. I'm just gonna make this short because I really do not have like the energy or time to put into this movie. But for what it's worth, this movie actually isn't bad, and that upsets me. It upsets me because it should be bad. It's Clifford the Big Red Dog live action movie, and it's actually like not that bad. Like if I had like 5-6-year-old kids, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, I would let them watch this. Like I'd be like if I need them to like waste their time or whatever, I'd put this on. Like it's actually like it literally. I laughed, you guys. I laughed during this movie. Clifford the Big Red Dog live action, and I laughed like at a joke, like not at the movie, not like hate watching, like I laughed at a joke in the movie. That's just so disappointing. I thought I was above this, and it made me laugh. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting movie. So it follows I almost said Mary Elizabeth. That is not a character. It follows Emily Elizabeth, and her dog Clifford. It's based on the show. So basically in the show, Emily Elizabeth is a little girl, blonde, pink, and black. It's a very weird color combination. Don't ask me where she got it. And like her parents and like her whole town, like I think they live on Birdwell Island. That sounds right to me. I don't have the energy to check, but they live on Birdwell Island together, I think. And basically the story is that she gets this dog, this like red ass dog. Like when I tell you it's red. That's the whole thing. Like Clifford the Big Red Dog. Like it's red, like fire truck red dog. And she gets this fire truck red dog, and she loves it so much that it grows. But not like a normal amount of dog growing. Like not like a little like, ooh, like grows like, I don't know, like a foot in like a year or something. No. This dog grows like gigantic. Like it's literally like 30 feet tall or something. Like it's like a tall dog. And it's all based on like her love for the dog, I guess. And then like the whole story is that like it follows just like Clifford's day-to-day adventures. It's like a ginormous dog. Which is like a pretty cute concept, especially for little kids. Like I remember I used to watch this show as a kid on PBS Kids, which was like what I grew up on because we didn't have cable when I grew up. It's not that we didn't have cable. My parents banned cable, so like I only watched PBS Kids until I was like 13. That probably explains a lot. But basically, the movie has the same plot, except they added in the one thing I didn't like about this movie. Two things I didn't like about this movie. One, okay, Emily Elizabeth was actually really good. Like her acting was like surprisingly good. But two things I didn't like was one, the weird old guy. It's like the Santa of the movie. You know, like when you watch a Christmas movie meant for kids, and they have that like old white guy with a beard come in like near the end, or he says some monologue at the start and then like shows up at the end again, and you see him like walk away into the sunset, or like jingle a bell, or like I don't know, get in like a red car and then like it like, goes into the air or something. You know, some weird thing where it's always supposed to be like a hint towards like Santa Claus. You know, like he was there during the story like the whole time. It was like the old hobo sitting outside the toy shop. You know, like it's like some weird thing, and this is like a trope in like kids movies. And the guy in this movie was kind of like a Santa, where he's like this like magic like seller of pets or exotic animals or something. And that's where Emily Elizabeth gets the dog. Basically, Emily adopts Clifford, but like from this weird guy, and like the whole part of the movie is that they're looking for him, and they can't find him because he like, I don't know, moved his truck or something. And then later in the movie, I mean it's a kids movie, so like everybody knew he was alive, but like basically like he's supposedly dead. Because like they go into the hospital and there's a guy who like passed away. It's like older guy, and he had the bow tie that the seller was wearing, And like Emily Elizabeth's like, oh my god, he's dead. Like, how are we gonna like shrink this dog back to normal size? In the end, he's fine. He's totally fine. He just like, the story was that he gave his bow tie to like an old friend, and then the old friend happened to die like moments later. Just like a little weird. I remember watching that and I was like, what is happening? And then the other thing I did not like my sister watched this with me and she fully agreed with this. They had this young boy play Emily Elizabeth's like best friend who was like fully not in the show. I think like, so they did have a lot of hints to things on the show, but like not in a way I liked. It was very much like thrown together, like, you know what, instead of just making this like a new character we're meeting, we're gonna make it the name of another character who has a completely different role on the like kids show, but like it's just gonna be in the movie like named that, you know. And like it made me uncomfy because I was like, my childhood, you know. So basically I think he's supposed to be like Jenna or Jana or however you pronounce her name, like the rich girl in the show. She's like very snotty and she has this dog name, was it like Maximilian or something, and like short for Max. Oh wait, no, long for Max. Long for Max, yeah. Yeah, basically, like, he plays Jenna, I guess. He's kind of just, like, nerdy and, like, smart. And, like, at one point he, like, hacks into, like, a hotel or something. Or, no, hacks into, like, a lobby and, like, hacks into, like, a camera in, like, a lobby of some building. And I was like, this is BS. This is like, that's where I lost it. That's where the movie lost me. But other than that, it was pretty good. But yeah, that kid, I love him so much. Like, I love him with all my heart. Because I'd hate on a child actor. They have it really hard and they do like a lot of like really hard stuff, and like some of them are really quite good for like their age, you know, and it's like very competitive business and stuff. But I'm sorry, but he really just was not up to par. I don't know if it was because Emily Elizabeth's actress was so good. I mean, she's like my sister was telling me she was in some other show. I don't remember what show it was, but she was in some like other show, like an adult show, but like playing someone's kid. So she definitely had like acting experience, but it definitely showed that this kid was like behind the others in acting experience, because like they were giving like, I don't know, just like good vibes, but then he was giving like I don't even know, like new Disney Channel vibes, where like his acting's very like thrown together and his lines are supposed to be funny, but the delivery is not there. That's one of the things I've noticed with like new Disney Channel, because yes, new Disney Channel will be a conversation in every single video now. Like I don't even care if we're talking about like doubt or something, like it'll be in the video. But new Disney Channel is very much, the acting is very, very bad. I don't know what changed between then and now, but whatever changed needs to change itself back. Kid actors, like child actors, are so bad now. Anyways, those are the two things I didn't like. Sorry, that was way a ramble. I don't have a script today, so I'm kind of just like going off. But overall, it was pretty good, and it did stick to the source material to an extent. Like I said, there were some issues. Because it's a kid's movie, there's always a villain, and the quote-unquote villain of the movie, he was alright. He could have been a little better. There were times where he was supposed to be funny, and I was like, this isn't working. Yeah, it's a movie with a literal giant, not talking, but a giant dog in it. And I was surprised I didn't do a more extreme villain, I guess, because, like, you'd think especially in a kid's movie, they do some, like, over-the-top villain who's, like, super terrifying, and you're like, oh my god, like, it's a mad scientist, or something. But, like, he was very tame. You know, like, they, like, I don't know, if they, like, lost it, like, call their mother or something, that they live in, like, their basement. You know, like, kind of, like, I don't know, like, weak guy kind of thing, but, like, you know, whatever. But it was, like, a good attempt at something, and it was close to what I wanted, but it wasn't there yet. But in terms of, like, a good kids movie, it's a good kids movie. Like, it's something you can, like, it's like, I mean, I haven't seen this movie in a while, so don't quote me on this. But, like, Beethoven, I mean, I used to watch this when I was little. But, like, it's just some, like, stupid movie you put on, and your kid watches it, and they laugh at it, you know, and, like, that's that, you know, and it's not, like, weird or anything, or it doesn't go into any weird categories or anything. No, but this movie was like that. It was very tame, and just, like, overall, just, like, pretty good. Like, I have no complaints or anything. Like, it was just pretty good. But, like, if you have the time and, like, yeah, if you're a fan of the original show, or if you're just, like, have the time to watch it, Honestly, go right ahead. Like, I'm not saying highly suggest, but I suggest watching it. Like, why not? Because, like, especially in this day and age, and, like, this time that's so, like, in these difficult times, I think it's nice to just, like, get some laughs in and just, like, really enjoy life. Yeah, it's nice to enjoy, like, if you're just, like, it's a rainy day or something, if you need some enjoyment, put this on. Put this on, honestly. Like, it's not bad. There are definitely some moments where I was like, what the hell is going on? And like there are also definitely some moments where I was like, is this a kids movie? Because there were some like adult jokes hidden in there. But I think it's just something that comes with age because they're in all kids movies. But yeah, no, but it was like kind of funny, pretty, just good, like kind of like heartwarming. And I suggest watching it. Also, before you go, one, don't forget to like and subscribe because that's super important. Also, two, don't forget to comment because when I tell you, I respond to every comment. I reply to every single, except the ones made by my sister because she makes silly comments sometimes. I'm like, I'm not gonna respond to that. She's like, respond to it. And I'm like, no, but but number two, comment, and then number three, oh shoot, what was I gonna say for number three? Okay, so I finally remembered what three was. And three, I'm gonna, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this, but enjoy this little meme I like to say from the movie. The CGI in the movie holds up the whole entire time, except for the beginning. Which is like the worst part for it not to hold up, because then you watch it and you're like, ooh, this is gonna be bad. Like, I saw the puppy, because they start with like Clifford as a puppy, and Clifford as a puppy, I was like, no, 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 no. And it was like the TikTok sounds like, oh no, yeah, no, no, you know. I was literally like, shoot, oh, this is so bad. But, yeah, just like, enjoy. See ya.